Good evening. I'm Swastika Panda from OdissaTV.in bringing you today's news from Odisha. First, the headlines. Infant death toll at Shishu Bhavan in Cuttack reaches 26. State Congress BJP leaders visit Pediatric Centre to review situation. State Assembly passes Odisha Value Added Tax Amendment Bill 2015 and Odisha Apartment Ownership Amendment Bill despite ruckus by opposition, repeated adjournments. State will lose about rupees 8,037.26 crore central assistance during 2015-16 fiscal, but stands to gain about rupees 5,888.43 crore from 14th Finance Commission's recommendations. State government is considering to seek help from Centre's Price Stabilization Fund PSF as prices of onion and pulses continue to stay at elevated levels. And after Sarathi's controversy, Commissionerate Police asked police stations to keep an eye on all such ashrams. Now the details. Infant death toll at Shishu Bhavan in Cuttack reached 26 after one more toddler died today morning. Yesterday night, 4 infants breathed their last in a span of 1 hour at the Pediatric Centre, which is popularly known as Shishu Bhavan. As many as 8 deaths were reported yesterday only. Meanwhile, taking suo motu cognizance of the infant deaths at Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel Postgraduate Institute of Pediatrics, popularly known as Shishu Bhavan, Odisha Human Rights Commission OHRC yesterday sought report from the state government. In a notice, it has asked Health Secretary, National Rural Health Mission Director and Superintendent of Shishu Bhavan to submit a report on the incident within 3 weeks. Sources said these infants were referred to Shishu Bhavan from Banki, Paradeep, Nayagarh and Anandpur hospitals for treatment. Health Minister Atanu Sabyasachi Naik has ordered a probe into the matter.
प्राय राज्यर विभिन्न स्थानरू अत्यंत क्रिटिकल स्टेज रे अनेक रोगी शिशु आसंती ट्रीटमेंट पाई शिशु भवन को कटक शिशु भवन को तेणु ये जो घटना घटी संपर्क तथापि आम अनुध्यान करुचु कौन कौटी असुविधा होती कि वास्तव घटना कौन से संपर्क में आम मतामत रिपोर्ट आसिले आवश्यक पदक्षेप निश्चित हाँ आम सीडीएमओ गोटे ग्राउंड रिपोर्ट तैयारी करके पठाउछन ता परवर्ती पर्यायर आम विभाग तरफ विश्लेषण करी आवश्यक पदक्षेप कौन कौटी होती वास्तव जिनटा को जानिक पदक्षेप।
Amidst rising infant death toll at Shishu Bhavan in Cuttack, a team of State Congress today visited the Pediatric Centre to review the situation. The Congress team led by Party President Prashad Harichandan visited the hospital to take stock of the facilities by visiting each of the wards. The team also held discussions with the hospital staff. Harichandan was accompanied by leaders Suresh Mahapatra and Mohammad Mokim. Similarly, a team of BJP leaders also visited the centre to take stock of the situation. A team led by BJP Legislative Party leader Basant Panda met the hospital authorities today. BJP legislators Radharani Panda and Pradeep Purohit were also in the team.
स्वास्थ्य मंत्री तुरंत इस्तीफा देबार कथा कारण आमे सुनबा को पाउछु जे अतीत रे आउ जणे सुपरिटेंडेंट थिले एवं से सुपरिटेंडेंट ए हॉस्पिटल रे अछंती तांकू बाहर कर देकरी आउ जणे को सुपरिटेंडेंट करागला तार परे भी जदी व्यवस्था रे परिवर्तन आसु नै ताहा हेले निश्चित रूप रे सेति पई मंत्री महोदय दायी रहबे सेति पई सेक्रेटरी महोदय दायी रहबे सेति पई सबुठारु बड़ कथा जे 3 मास हला वर्तमान पर्यंत राज्य सरकार को मान्यवर सुपरिटेंडेंट रिपोर्ट भी देना एवं से निजे कहते जे प्रत्येक दिन 6 जन मरबार एभारेज आसुच आमे शिशु मृत्यु हार कमेबा पई एठी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर उपयुक्त परिमाण रे निर्माण हो आईओसीएल जो 10 कोटी टंका देइछि विभिन्न उपाय रे जो टंका पत्र आउछि इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलपमेंट पई ता करा जाऊ डाक्टर आवश्यकता जेते अछि ताकू पूरण करा जाऊ जो साधारण स्टाफ जो अटेंडेंस हो कि स्वीपर हो जो इन्फेक्शन कारण होउछि इन्फेक्शन जेमती न हेबो आगामी दिन रे से काम करबा पई आमे सरकार पाखरे दाबी।
After days of ruckus, the State Assembly began on a peaceful note today. The proceedings began with normal question hour. Issues related to drinking water problem, death of infants at Shishu Bhavan were discussed during the question hour. Replying to queries over the supply of clean drinking water, the State Rural Development Minister Badri Narayan Patra said a mega drinking water project worth Rs 25,000 crore to Rs 26,000 crore will be launched in Nuapada district. The project will later be rolled out to the rest of the state. The issue of infant deaths at Shishu Bhavan in Cuttack was raised by BJD legislator Raja Swai in the 0 hour of the assembly. Raising the issue of infant deaths, SWI sought a status report from the State Health Minister. Meanwhile, the opposition brought adjournment notice over the deteriorating law and order situation in the state, which was accepted by the Speaker Niranjan Pujari. Chief Minister Navin Patnaik will furnish a reply over the issue. Yesterday, the State Assembly passed two bills, Odisha Value Added Tax Amendment Bill 2015 and Odisha Apartment Ownership Amendment Bill, despite pandemonium created by the opposition and repeated adjournments of the House. The bills were passed following noisy walkout of the entire opposition. When the bills were tabled in the House, members of the opposition demanded a discussion on the bills. But it was not accepted by the Speaker, leading to walkout of the members from the House. Besides these two bills, 7 others such as Odisha Land Grabbing Prevention Ordinance Promulgation Bill, Odisha Police Bill, Odisha Underground Pipeline, Cable and Nalha Bill, Odisha Education Amendment Bill, Odisha Land Encroachment Prevention Amendment Bill, Odisha Municipal Corporation and Odisha Municipal Act Amendment Bill are yet to be passed. It may be noted here that the monsoon session of Odisha Legislative Assembly, which has seen stormy discussions on host of issues starting from mismanagement in Brahma Paribartan and Sarathi controversy, will continue till August 29th. Accusing Chief Minister Navin Patnaik of running away from a discussion on self-proclaimed godman Srimad Sarathi Dev alias Santosh Kumar Raula, opposition Congress yesterday demanded a true probe into the latter's political connections. The issue pertaining to Raul was debated in the Odisha Assembly yesterday through an adjournment motion wherein the Chief Minister was supposed to reply to the House. However, Parliamentary Affairs Minister Bikram Keshari Aruk read out the initial statement on behalf of Patnaik and also replied to the debate as the Chief Minister was not present in the House. Why is the Chief Minister afraid of facing the House on the fake godman issue? He should not run away from debate. Any other minister's reply may not do justice as they cannot make any announcement on behalf of the CM, leader of opposition Narsingh Mishra said while taking part in the debate. He, Patnaik, cannot authorize other ministers to reply on his behalf every time. As people have been exploited, cheated and looted by the fake godman, the Chief Minister should himself face the House, he said. Mishra claimed that Patnaik had recommended release of Rs 1 lakh for Raul's ashram from the State Special Problem Fund. How can the Chief Minister give funds to a fraud godman? Mishra asked, even as he sought a reply from Aruk as to whether Patnaik was unaware of Raul's activities or had knowingly extended the grant. He also demanded that crime branch look into how Raul got assistance from the Special Problem Fund. Congress and BJP members of the House also claimed that the members of the ruling BJD had time and again helped the fake godman.
मुख्यमंत्री जो स्पेशल प्रॉब्लम फंड रु से बाबा को अनुष्ठान को टंका देइछंती जेहेतु सेटा बेआईन सेति पाई प्रश्न पचारिछि मु मुख्यमंत्री को विरुद्ध रे अनुसंधान करिवो कि क्राइम ब्रांच तार उत्तर दियो तत्कालीन एसपी आईन उल्लंघन करिछंती तमे वर्तमान सुद्धा काहे कि तांको विरुद्ध रे केस करिना हो केस करिवो की.
The state is estimated to lose about Rs 8,037.26 crore central assistance during the 2015-16 fiscal, but stand to gain about Rs 5,888.43 crore from the 14th Finance Commission's recommendations. State Finance Minister Pradeep Kumar Ammat told this to the Assembly while replying to a question. Taking the total central assistance to the state into consideration, Odisha will lose an estimated Rs 2,148.83 crore, the difference amount of Rs 8,037.26 and Rs 5,888.43 crore in 2015-16, Ammat said. Talking on the loss due to the centre's decision of restructuring the centrally sponsored schemes, Ammat said the state would lose Rs 4,260.13 crore in this fiscal. The minister, however, said as per the recommendations of the 14th Finance Commission, the share of the states in central taxes would go up from 32% to 42%. For the state, the incremental revenue gain has been worked out to be Rs 5,888.43 crore, he said. Apart from losing rupees 4,260.13 crore due to the restructured CSS, the state was set to lose rupees 1,190.91 crore owing to withdrawal of various sector-specific and state-specific grants as a result of the 14th Finance Commission's recommendations, Ahmad said. The 8 CSS, which have been totally stopped, comprise the National E-Governance Plan, Backward Regions Grant Fund, Modernization of Police Force, Rajiv Gandhi Panchayat Shashakti-karan Abhiyan, Central Assistance to the State for Developing Export Infrastructure, Setting up Model Schools, National Mission of Food Processing and Tourist Infrastructure, the minister pointed out. The minister said the state would continue some of the schemes as they were essential for the people. The Commission has also not made any recommendation for the state-specific grants, which were an important instrument in the overall scheme of transfers, taking into account the cost disabilities of relatively poor states that were not adequately captured in the devolution formula, he added. Chief Minister Navin Patnaik yesterday informed the Assembly that as many as 245 gang rape incidents have been reported in the state, of which the victims were killed in 8 cases in last 3 years. Replying to a written question of Congress member Prakash Chandra Behra, Patnaik said that 245 gang rape incidents have been reported in last 3 years. While 67 gang rapes were committed in 2012, the number increased to 87 in 2013, which further climbed to 91 in 2014, Patnaik said in his written reply. He said while 5 of the gang rape victims were killed in 2013, 3 of them died in 2014. On the question about financial assistance to the victims of gang rapes, Patnaik said the government has been collecting information in this regard. As many as 167 Indian Administrative Service, Indian Police Service and Indian Forest Service posts are lying vacant in the state, Chief Minister Navin Patnaik said on Monday. The Chief Minister said of the total 555 sanctioned posts, 167 posts are lying vacant in the state. There are 182 IS officers against the sanctioned strength of 226 in Odisha, 106 IPS officers against 188 sanctioned posts, and 100 IFS officers against the sanctioned strength of 141, he informed the Odisha Assembly. He said 71 officers are out of the state due to their central deputations and interstate postings. Similarly, 310 posts are lying vacant against 1,416 sanctioned posts in the Odisha Administrative Service. Against the total sanctioned 582 Odisha Police Service posts, 94 are vacant, he informed. As many as 101 posts have fallen vacant out of 709 posts in the Odisha Finance Service and 494 posts out of 979 posts in the Odisha Forest Service are vacant, Patnaik said. After the Barimula Ashram in Kendrapada district, where the controversial Sarathi Baba used to live and allegedly indulged in some illegal activities, came to the fore, the Commissionerate Police has asked police stations to keep an eye on similar ashrams in and around the city. Twin City Police Commissioner R.P. Sharma said, "We have instructed all the IICs to collect factual information about the activities going on at ashrams or mutts in their respective areas and to take action if they found something illegal is happening. Ashrams or mutts, especially in and around Cuttack and Bhubaneswar, are now under police scanner following the recent cases of grabbing government lands and doing illegal acts by some so-called spiritual gurus in the name of religion. Who are staying and for how many years these ashrams have been active, and of course whether they have built it on government land or not are to be probed," Sharma added.
Just to have a detailed information, सबू IIC मानन को इंस्ट्रक्शन दिया जाई छी से माने ताको रेस्पेक्टिव पुलिस स्टेशन एरिया रे जे कौन सी प्रकार आश्रम चालू छी ताको विषय फैक्चुअल इनफॉरमेशन टा कलेक्ट करिवे एंड जदी कोठी किछि सस्पिशियस एक्टिविटी अछि अथवा इलीगल एक्टिविटी दृष्टि रे आसीबो अथवा कि कंप्लेंट आमे पाइबो ताले निश्चित रूप रे इंक्वायरी करा जिवो.
With no sign of skyrocketing onion prices coming down, the state government is considering to seek help from Centre's Price Stabilization Fund (PSF) to mitigate the issue. Informing this to media, Food, Civil Supply and Consumer Welfare Minister Sanjay Das Verma said, "We are planning to take Rs 50 crore help from the PSF so that immediately prices of the essential commodity can be contained." It is known to all that the problem has occurred due to the loss of crop, and we will see that it should not pinch pocket of consumers much, Burma added. The onion issue also rocked the House after opposition leaders accused the ruling BJD for not coming to the rescue of the consumers. Leader of opposition Narsingh Mishra said that the state government has failed to control the prices of red gram and onion, which the consumers need the most. Sose said PSF fund with a corpus of rupees 500 crore will be used to support market interventions for managing prices of perishable agri-horticultural commodities. Initially, the fund is proposed to be used for onion and potato only. Losses incurred, if any, in the operations will be shared between the centre and the states. The PSF will be used to advance interest-free loans to the state governments and central agencies to support their working capital and other expenses on procurement and distribution interventions for such commodities, the Union Agriculture Ministry said. These commodities will be procured directly from farmers or farmers' organizations right at the farm gate or mandi levels and be made available at reasonable prices to consumers.
डाली पियाज और आलू राज्य सरकार केंद्र प्राइस स्टेबलाइजिंग फंड रु 50 कोटी टंका आने पदक्षेप निया जाउछि। एसेंशियल कमोडिटी एक्ट अनुसार समस्त पाइकारी और खुचुरा व्यवसायी तांको पियाज और डालीर स्टॉक परिमाण एवं प्राइस बोर्ड रे लिखिबा बाध्य यह जिला प्रशासन सुनिश्चित करिवे।
Meanwhile, the Federation of All Odisha Traders Association has requested the government to withdraw value-added tax on pulses, which according to them will help to curb the price rise of the essential commodity. A meeting in this regard was held at the Secretariat in Bhubaneswar, where the Food Supply and Consumer Welfare Minister Sanjay Das Burma, Secretary of FSNCW Department along with members of the Traders Association were present. It may be noted here that the price of onion and pulses have crossed rupees 60 per kg and rupees 140 per kg respectively, triggering public outcry across the state. Irregularities in distribution of work orders under Indira Awas Yojana have come to fore in Rohigaon Panchayat of Kukudahandi block in Ganjam district. According to sources, questionable practices in distributing work orders in the panchayat have deprived many poor people from getting work orders under the central scheme. Complaints in this regard have been filed by the villagers with the collector and the vigilance SP. The collector said that an investigation will be launched into the matter and necessary action will be taken if certain wrongdoing is found. However, the concerned BDO said that the work orders have been distributed as per the guidelines. Before wrapping up the headlines once again, infant death toll at Shishu Bhavan in Cuttack reaches 26. State Congress BJP leaders visit pediatric center to review situation. State Assembly passes Odisha Value Added Tax Amendment Bill 2015 and Odisha Apartment Ownership Amendment Bill despite truckers by opposition repeated adjournments. State will lose about rupees 8,037.26 crore central assistance during 2015-16 fiscal, but stands to gain about rupees 5,888.43 crore from 14th Finance Commission's recommendations. State government is considering to seek help from Centre's Price Stabilization Fund PSF as prices of onion and pulses continue to stay at elevated levels. And after Sarathi's controversy, Commissionerate Police asked police stations to keep an eye on all such ashrams. Thank you for watching. Good night.